Well, all right, Zach, you ready?
Yep.
We're going to take people on one really, really cool ride over the internet galaxy. How's that sound?
Cool.
Cool. Well, welcome back, first off. And this is Zach Goslin, my son, and futuristic innovator for change, we'll call him, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of a marketing maverick, if you would.
Yeah.
Cool. So, with that, one of the things Zach and I have been talking is that most people who claim they're in the online marketing space aren't really marketers, Zach. Will you agree with that?
Yeah.
Most of them are advertising purchasers for people, and Hibu is good at it. They've been around the block, and there's also some positives and some things that they can do better. And remember today we were talking to Mike at Monique's, who we're
Yeah.
going to talk about in this video, and how his whole marketing infrastructure was a big skyscraper.
Yes.
And what do we say it had inside of it? Big holes, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of holes in his marketing, and one of the things we want to talk about first off is being traffic worthy, a website. So this right here, as you can see, is a search for Bath Showroom Boston.
Yep.
Okay? And there's Mike's business,
Yeah.
right? Now, if you were searching for a Bath showroom in Boston, would it matter how big the place was to you?
No.
No. And would it matter that they had a plumber on site that you could talk to if you were looking to buy a new toilet? Not so much.
No.
Right. So this is compelling ad copy, buddy. This is how you write it. One thing they do have that's good is you see this phone number right here?
Yeah.
That's different than the phone number on his website. And that's because this company, Hibu, wants to track what's happening with everything for Monique's Bath showroom, okay?
Yep.
So that's a good thing. So everybody can listen to the phone calls and all that good stuff. One last thing I want to point out on this is as I scroll down a little bit, you see this little, how is a colored box right there?
Yeah.
What's the first website below that box?
Monique's Bath Showroom.
.com,
Yeah.
right? Now this spot right here is where 67% of anybody on Google clicks. Okay, that's really, really good. And we've helped them get that spot. And Hibu, did a good job as well. Again, this isn't a bash Hibu session. But then you see this little letter A here. See that?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Monique's.
Bath showroom, right?
Yeah.
So that was some good work. And the only thing I want to talk about next is moving on, is here is a search in Google for Monique's Bath Showroom. Okay, and one thing that Austin, who we've talked to another, he's kind of the air traffic controller again, and looking over all things that we do for strategy when it comes to paid media marketing, kind of like buying advertising, right? Like we talked about all the companies do.
Yeah.
So when Austin looked, he said, wait a minute, John. The number one thing is these guys are having an ad show up on their own search term. So that would be like you paying for an ad on your own website. Does that make any sense?
No.
No, because they're naturally right here is the same website, right under the box
Yeah.
as what's in the box. So why would you want to do that to yourself? So to you, the viewer of this video, you really, really have to take a look at this. Should be what's called a negative keyword. And this is something that Hibu does not do. Okay? The
Yeah.
other thing that we want to talk about right down here
Yeah.
is, do you see that image right there, right? That little picture which says 36 seconds
Yeah.
right over here?
Yeah.
That leads to what?
The video.
A video on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
But here's the issue with this. You see this link right here?
Yeah.
Where does that point to?
Yellowbook.com.
Now, is that not good for Monique's? It's kind of not good, okay? And it's
Yeah.
really not good for Monique's because what's happening is if we were to click on this, right,
Yeah.
it would bring us to this page. And this has Yellow Book. See, this is on Hibu's YouTube page, right? It's on their video, it's on their channel. Okay, so Monique's doesn't own their own video. That's not good. But if we look at this link right here,
Yeah.
right, the Yellow Book link you talked about, you can
Yeah.
see it. Here's what
Yellow Book.
happened. There's nothing there. Kind of silly, right?
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is if you want to drive traffic to your website, you need to have a traffic-worthy website. So what we do with people that we sit down with is we go through a comprehensive checklist. Okay? Can you read this middle thing right here?
Which one?
Right here?
The one in
It
red
says, yeah, it says you must be leveraging.
9 super sticky
Profit,
profit multiplier.
like websites that convert traffic to, right? So what this really means is that if people aren't doing this stuff, they're not going to get benefit from it. So we're going to highlight a few sites that we saw and we found in Hibu, and you're gonna share some strategies, right? That
Yeah.
you saw. So if a 7-year-old can spot these things and you agree that he might have some logic to what he's saying,
Yeah.
why in the world did you continue to do what you could do if you know there's a better way? So the first is it has to look appealing, right?
Yeah.
Have something that pops. The second is use what we call specialty sites. These are sites that you click a layer deeper into, and they're going to talk more about that concept, right? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
You need to have your Google locations and all your address and all that good stuff, your contact info, phone number, email. That stuff's important, Zach?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because if people want to reach out to you, they need that.
Of course. And not just one type of thing like a phone number, but they need other ways to get in touch with you. This middle piece, it's in the middle for a reason. It's called a lead magnet. It's really why people come to you. Zach, do you know Southwest Airlines?
Yeah.
What's their little tagline, their little slogan? If you know this one, you're good, buddy. Bags
Bags
fly.
fly free.
You got it, buddy. This is what's called their unique sales proposition. It's called a USP. And if every business has one, doesn't matter what you do, if you're a product, service, and or both, if you don't have a USP, and more importantly, you're not marketing a USP, this is why people are going to subscribe on your website, because first off, they found the copy and all the wording on it compelling, right? And they wanted to act on your offering. But if you don't have an offering, why in the world would they come back to your website? And this is a major pitfall. Does that make sense? And you even noticed this, buddy.
Yeah.
And we're going to pull some real sites. Testimonials, credibility indicators, and ultimately that subscribe now button. So you ready to go on and into some of these sites you've earmarked, Zach?
Yep.
First off, here's a law firm, okay? Doesn't really matter. We're not picking on Killian Law Firm. What we are saying is this is a good idea over here, right?
Yeah.
To have the Si Habla Español.
Yeah.
But where do you click on it?
You can't.
What do you do, right? You can't. So they should have those specialty areas. All this stuff is great stuff, but again, this should click through to some credibility indicators on who this guy is.
And like on all that English writing, they should have like a link on the bottom of it for like people that are Spanish.
If they're going to say they speak Spanish, so this is just a website that I have, and I'm just showing you, that's me at the top there, John Gosling right here. It's a totally separate site from Ally Advertising Group. But again, here's a way to get information. I'm giving something away, okay? And real quick, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. That's why Zach's in this video with me, because as a father and a dedicated dad and a guy who loves this guy a bunch, I know that if he knows how to bring value, he's going to make it happen. So all you need to do if you want to have multiple languages on your site is right here, okay? I just hit this. This is all in Spanish, all this text. But return to original, what does that mean? Okay? What it means is we're going back to English, okay? So all you have to do is click back, and there it is, right? Here it is. It's in. So this is just one simple thing that you need to do if you want that. Moving on to the next site, okay?
Yes.
This is just an electrician, right? And what did you notice about this site, Zach, at first?
He doesn't have a way for the people to reach out to him.
Other than the phone call, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so he has that. He also doesn't have a contact us page right there. And I think that's what you were getting at, right?
Yeah.
He has no contact us page. And when you go down, this is interesting. On every single Hibu site I've ever seen, these links don't work. You see the BobMahoneyElectric.com star mark in the bottom?
Yes.
That means it just goes back to the main website. And it does it for Twitter, and it does it for all these other things too. And we're not going to beat everybody up. But really, you need this stuff. It's imperative you have this. So moving on, okay? This is a company, JCon Exteriors. It's great that they use these credibility indicators, right? Because that means they're doing things right. Right in the center is Better Business Bureau. That's important. But none of these go anywhere other than back to their main website. It's not okay. This looks great. They have testimonials. What people are saying about them is what a testimonial is, Zach.
Yes.
Why do you think that's important for a business owner?
Because they want to hear what people think about it.
They want to hear what they think about it. How about if you're looking to possibly do work with these companies? Is it important to say, oh, Jeff's a homeowner, obviously, but depending on what you do, you know, you might do what that other person does for a living. So, oh, I see how he thinks. I might think the same. I might have the same needs. I might want them for the same reason. And then down here, this is something that they do okay. They have a couple pictures with, you even said, before and after. Kind of cool,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But what the heck is all this? Is this just an extra picture? I don't know what that
I
is.
don't either.
And they could just do it in a much more elaborate way. None of it's bad. But here's something that you picked up on.
Maybe like that is that how they make it better
Yeah,
or
it's a
something.
mystery for sure, right?
Yeah.
So now, here's something that you really talked about, and we're not going to go much longer, but this is the metadata for the website. This is what Google wants to see. This is how your identity scientifically, in the eyes of Google, plays a role. It matters.
Yeah.
This is how you get on the first page of Google. So you have a page title, you
Yeah.
have a meta description, and then you have keywords. But wait a minute,
They don't even have any keywords.
they have no keywords on their website.
That doesn't make any sense.
I agree, buddy. There's not much more to say than that, but they don't have any keywords on their website, and one of the functions Hibu performs, and a lot of companies perform, are search engine optimization. But it's not about whether search engine having keywords and having the right data so Google can say, yeah, you're our number one person. That's not a program. That's not something you buy. That's a necessity. And what that is, buddy, is you need to have that. And you just said it makes no sense, and I agree with you. Diving on here to the next one. You can see a lot of the look and feel. They have a header, they have the same navigation bar, they have, this is probably called what's called an H1 tag, which is something Google wants. And what search engine optimization really is a 14-point scorecard that Google has made. And that's just one element of a website. So getting back to somebody else, you see that big space right there? What do you think used to be right there?
A video or like links to get to them.
If it wasn't, don't you think it should be? Because that's an awful big space to be
Yeah.
blank. Now, this is talking about that unique selling proposition like Southwest Airlines. You see these?
Yeah.
They do a good job here, but where the heck is there any coupons? How do you click it? How do you get it? How do you subscribe via email to get it, or this, that, or the other thing?
How do you talk to them and be like, I want that coupon?
How do you raise your hand and say, I want you to be the invited guest in my email inbox, not the unwelcomed pest? This is where you go from spamming to truly direct response marketing, and it's so, so important. And again, Zach's 7, and he's seeing this stuff, and he's giving us a guided tour. How about this one, buddy? They have a Facebook link here, right? Visit our Facebook page, it says. But
Yeah.
where does it go to? You see the link in the bottom left of the screen?
It goes to facebook.com.
Which isn't their page, correct?
No.
I don't think they'd be in the sprinkler business if they owned Facebook. But again, here's their footer links. Do they go anywhere? No.
No.
Not okay. And again, these guys have what they have. And so this one is something that I want to talk about because this is one of Hibu's more updated skins, right? Skins is just how they build websites,
Yeah.
right? And this is a place called Aaron's Rug Care. And oh, it's the first mention we've seen of a what, Zach? Of a blog, right?
Yeah.
And you have your blog and it's rocking and rolling. This actually looks nice, but again, these don't go anywhere. The video looks good. Okay, the skins look good. We're going to talk about the blog in one sec, but one other thing Zach wanted to mention was there's another company that has, what's this?
No keywords.
No keywords in the anywhere to be found. So having a blog is a great thing. First off, a blog keeps you fresh and with content, and in the eyes of Google, it's all about being relevant and having unique visitors visit your site. That's people that have never visited before, and Google's tallying all that, as is your web host provider. Hibu has some people. I'm assuming if there's no keywords on any website, they're not on the program for that. But blogging is awesome for so many things. But more importantly, it's important because, and it's a vital tool because you can speak your mind. You can have a voice about different things. And we're going to cross right over to Aaron's Rug Care. However, I don't know how hard it is to take this image
and put it on the top.
and put it on the top. Again, why is that important, Zach? To you?
Maybe because, like, if people go right to this and maybe don't see the top, they could probably see it. And
They think it's a different company or something, right?
yeah.
And then that's not good. So the other thing is it says aaronsrugcare.wordpress.com.
Yeah.
So they don't actually own this blog. WordPress does. And the problem is WordPress could shut this down at any time. They don't control anything. They don't get any search engine benefits, none of it. And a blog post is a great way to be more relevant for a lot more search engine terms. Okay? 2 more sites, and then we're going to go and finish this up with Monique's, okay?
Yeah.
See this right here, this thing here? Don't you think it should link to the email address that it's talking about? It doesn't. Look down here, and that's just not okay.
You should, like, be able to click on it and then have it go right to it.
Or have something that says click here to email us, right? Then the only thing I'll say is this iframe right here. There's just no need for it. It's kind of half-ass marketing. Would you agree, buddy?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's not a bad word. You've heard worse. But again, all these skins look the same. Hey, this tells you right here, though, on a positive, these guys are active and they're in the game. And that's a good thing. Final site before we move on to Monique's is this right here. And this is where the skin's great. This thing looks night and day from the other sites, right?
Yeah.
But again, no click-through, so you can't get to the coupon. There's no email opt-in box.
Wasted space.
A ton of wasted space.
Way too much wasted space.
This works, and this doesn't, so it's kind of a mixed message. I haven't checked the keywords on that, and the final thing I will check on this is right here. They do a great job on the pet products page right here in the nav bar. It's not the home.
But you should be able to, like, click that, and maybe if you want to print it, you could, and, like, get the coupon.
Okay, so it has a long link. I don't know what it all is, but they could definitely simplify it. But more importantly, don't just give this away. Make people subscribe on their email for it, and it's so much more effective. So not that this is anything, and this isn't looking for a pat on the back and, oh, great job, you're the best. It's not about this. But let's just go through, buddy, and let's just talk about what we did with Monique's. First off, this is what's known as a responsive website, meaning it shows on a computer like this that we're on, a mobile phone, right, like an iPhone or a Droid, and or a tablet, which is like an iPad, like you have. It shows differently on each of those devices. Is that important considering people use a lot of mobile phone stuff, a lot of tablets? And you don't know where people are going to go on. They call it a multi-touch and a multi-screen world. Okay, the other thing is this thing's fully SEO loaded. It's very important, and the reason why is because we showed you they're the first page for their #1 keyword. The other thing is we designed this website based on feedback that we got from both Monique's audience as well as from the performance of the past site. And we've really segmented it well. So if you look at About Team Monique's, here's all the people on the team. This is for each salesperson. So if somebody owns a business where there's salespeople involved, don't you think it's important, buddy, to include that individual on the site?
Because you don't want to just include yourself. You want to include the other people.
And these are the people that butter your bread, if you want to say, right? That bring in the scratch. So we can go to, by the way, we're going to Yankee Stadium this summer because Zach's taking part in this video, buddy. Got to bring value, right?
Yep.
Awesome job. So now here's a cool part. On all of Mike's pay-per-clicks ads and Monique's pay-per-click ads, these landing pages, right? If you see down the bottom here, My Plumbing Showroom, Bathroom 2, these are where we're going to click the ads to. So if people are looking for bathroom items or faucets or sinks, you can't just send them to the main web page all the time. It's not going to work that way.
And I went out into, like, not the main lobby, but, like, the back room, and I counted, like, 26, like, in, like, a circle or something.
The faucets and everything. Yeah. Absolutely cool stuff. More about us. You can see there's just drop downs. And it's just things that are relevant. And their blog, by the way, see how it's tied I can't do both, but down the bottom left corner it says moniquesbathshowroom.com/blog.
Yeah.
This is on their website. And real quick, not to get over the top with this, but I'll just walk you through it. There's some dynamic images. These are nothing crazy. These things click through, browse our top selling brands. There's some some dynamic or moving things. Their hours are important. These are all interchangeable. This area, right? This
Mhm.
clicks to their blog where they give away. By the way, they give away a $50 gift card every month, and there's you don't have to always give away actual raw currency or anything like that. There's a coupon here for them. Monique'sBathShowroom.com is the site. There's a link for a local TV shoot that he was
First,
on.
first name and best email
Is that not huge?
is huge
Why is that?
because, like, he probably gives out gift cards or
Yep.
like
See the
an email to people that subscribe on
And by the way, in his first 2 weeks, he had over 45 people subscribe for this. He had 0 in 2 years prior to that. That's huge. 2 weeks. Mathematicians, get your calculators ready. That's big time numbers. And we're just beginning because one of the things that we did, and I'll show you real quickly, is we didn't just drive traffic here. And what we did was we used Yelp
those
and
live sites.
Yep, we used Yelp and testimonials. As you can see, here's a dynamic video. It's pretty cool, right? Just that alone is kind of exciting,
Yeah.
right? This is his house link. This is his Yelp. This is for email. All these are important. But what we did, and we're coming in for a landing here, is we said, hey, listen, Mike, you can't just drive people to your main website only. That was great when Google scored your main website and how many links higher than it does today. They have changed the way that they give credit where credit is due. So on this one little page right here,
Yeah.
we just gave a little compelling headline about the Moxie shower head, right? We told people what it's all about, fill out the form. 45 people plus did. And now we have all this information. How have you heard of Monique's?
First
This
name.
question right here,
Ooh.
what kind of information can you get from that? I'm a interior designer. Oh, I know so and so. I know this person. I know that
I went
person.
on to a blog and I saw you guys.
You got it, buddy. And
I
so
went
it's
on to
really
Google.
simple. Yeah, it's really simple. But now you can start to aggregate data. That means get data about people. And the cool thing is, once people fill out this form, for one, they're automatically on the email list. For two, you have the ability to design a page. Congrats on registering to win our Moxie Showerhead contest, right?
Mhm.
So there's a message from Mike. It's a personal thing, right? And then
Mhm.
you go down, and if people, oh, we made them like his Facebook
Like
page.
us on Facebook.
By the way, in just 2 weeks of being in business, he now has 60 more Facebook likes too.
Wow.
You can go browse his products, and here's what's really cool. You can start to develop a paper trail of, I don't know who this is, right? But she's paying all kinds of attention, excited, it looks like, exclamation points there. This is real time social proof that you're going to go ahead and be the go to authority in your industry. So, Zach, real quick, one of the things we do is we start everybody off with a 5 minute phone call. Okay, we call this our 5 minute free guarantee. And how does that work? Take a look at this. See if you can just read that quick. Go ahead, read it out
In
loud.
5 minutes or less, Team AAGL will uncover at least two bank-breaking profit multipliers that your business is not fully cashing in on right now.
You got it. So all you have to do is fill out the form on this page anywhere or go wherever there is a contact form. And what's going to happen is there's no obligation, no nothing. It's a 5 minute chat. We're going to really look at your business and we're going to open it up and teach you how to get more control of your business, how to generate more business, how to make more money, and more importantly, how to have more fun. And on this page that you're seeing all about Hibu, the Dirty Laundry Report, we really, really go into specifics and try to help you best. If you haven't listened to Mike's interview yet, it's a game changer. It really is. And Zach and I, we just want to thank you for your time and investment in becoming a better business owner. Is that fair enough to say, Zach?
Yeah.
So in the words of Tim McGraw, buddy, what do you say?
Live like you were dying.
Take care now.
Bye.